the proof, y'all. You just don't understand. Turkey showed me lots of ninja moves and some Polaroids of some boobs, and I always only tell the truth. Now the turkey's in the chicken coop. I'm the shit, Amber Heard's poop. Pirate of the butts may be true. Ain't a person that I won't sue. Wish church was covered in barbecue. And the mayor, I won't forget you either.
I'll never forget the mayor.
I seen you at the Piggly Wiggly yesterday, Mayor.
It's John Holbrook's fault.
It ain't fair. I wanna fight the mayor. Sneak into his house, record it with the tape player. It ain't fair. I wanna fight the mayor. I filed so many charges, I need plenty more paper. I want to fight the mayor. The mayor. I just wanna take a fight with the mayor. Sneak into his house. Tape player. Ain't fair. Take a fight the mayor. Filed so many charges, but nobody cares. Ain't fair. It ain't.
Painstill's fault.
Everybody already knows that, though.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. I will be right back. I'm looking for my stuff. So 2 seconds. Wow. All right. That was an eventful 2 seconds. I was having a conniption. I couldn't find anything. None of my stuff. I left this morning and had everything jacked up. So I wanted to play that song just to piss off Dagburn, because we're going to talk about Dagburn tonight, guys. And we're going to talk about him in a real way, because for some reason, I don't want to be nice anymore. So yeah, I'm tired of being nice. We're going to talk about Dagburn because he made some shitty comments earlier thinking he was looking cool when he's all up on whatever drugs he's on. And I promise you, it's not weed. It's way more than weed, because if you screenshot any of his last live and look at his eyes, and then look at any of us, anybody you know that has a medical card like he claims he does. He doesn't have a medical card, by the way. He's lying to you. So there's that. Like, I've tried to be nice to this guy. I've tried to have his back. I tried to tell him, how to do things and how to get rid of the trolls and how to deal with the trolls like I do. Because you know what? I have guys every day that talk about me, guys. Every day I have people that talk and cry about me. But you know what? I took care of it legally for those who broke the law, and they're going to deal with it. And you know what? It's funny. Dagburn, you just happen to be one of those people that don't realize what's coming. So I was talking to Tobert, the cop that's dealing with everything, and he asked me a few weeks ago if he wanted me to drop the Dagburn thing, because as far as Dagburn had no clue that up until about a month ago, maybe, he was being charged with a felony. So he called like a dumbass. He called Tolbert, because Tolbert told me, the cop told me, he's like, one of the guys, Johnny Dagburn, he called me. Did you tell him to? I said no. But he told on himself. Instead, he did put the money, all this stuff he did. So basically, he told on himself. So now I'm just going to tell Tolbert when he asks me again, because I haven't talked to him, about the final, because we haven't finalized anything. I was going to let it go, but you know what? Nah, fuck that, Dagburn. You get to deal with all the crap that you started, because technically, you're the reason all this stuff started, what people call my house. And I have all the proof. I have your message. I have your live streams. I have everything. You put the screenshot. We have everything. So if you really want to mess around, Dagburn, I will ruin your life, and you don't realize it. You have no clue. Now I'm gonna try to be nice. I felt bad, being an ex heroin addict that still takes a box in 10 years later. By the way, let's talk about a few things when it comes to Dagburn, shall we? So earlier in his live stream, he was talking about and whining about how he was getting made fun of again by somebody else again on a live stream he should have never been on again. Okay. And why? Why? Because he can't stop fighting with people. He consistently, utterly, all the time, what's up, guys? All the time has to be fighting with people. Sorry, I haven't smoked a bowl yet since I've come home. And so I'm going to hit my bowl and talk to you guys. I know some people are like, how are you going to claim to be a Christian and smoke weed? Well, I have a medical card. So I don't just smoke weed. There's all kinds of different ways that I use cannabis. Let me just move this giant thing of oil out of the way. So there's different ways that you can use cannabis. I don't usually even use this anymore. I use things like this, or I use pills or gummies or whatever. It's because it's better for my body. It feels better, honestly. But I haven't really smoked at all. I can't do it at work, so here we are. Anyways, so I was sitting here listening to Dagburn run his cocksucker earlier about how everybody picks on him and how boo-hoo me, boo-hoo me. And I figured we would talk about it. So I might even go back and watch his live stream, and he can try to strike me, but I promise you it won't end well for you, Dagburn. You have no clue at all the trouble you're actually in. And it blows my mind that the dude even was told by the cop what he did was wrong, and he pretended like everything was okay. It's not okay. Call him again and ask him, Dagburn, since you're a dumbass and called him the first time and told on yourself, it admitted basically what you did, and you did that by calling. Okay. He was that scared. He's like, yeah, the whole thing's recorded, the entire phone call. So it's you'll find out. But maybe if I feel better at the end of this, maybe I won't do it. But I really don't care anymore. Dagburn, you are your worst own enemy. You literally cause all your own drama. Listen, I have haters just like everybody has a hater on YouTube. Everybody has haters. Even people that don't make content somehow have haters, okay? I'm telling you right now, Dagburn, that I could take your channel just as fast as I take other people's channels. Remember when you were asking me on Instagram, how do you take people's channels down so fast? How do you do that? How are you able to take their channels? Well, it's because I know what I'm doing. You report it don't work. It don't work. I have all the messages on Instagram. I've already taken screenshots and recorded all the voice messages I've sent you in the last hour. So I have everything. So even if you go back and delete everything, go ahead. I have it all. Okay. I'm 2 steps ahead of you and your recording ass. Okay. So there's been plenty of times where I've told you that it's time to grow up, Dagbird. It's time to move on. It's time to stop talking about Ryan. It's time to stop talking about all these people. The reason why Gotcha Man comes after you, and you know what? I'm probably going to take that video down if it's not already down because Gotcha Man is right. He's actually right about you. And even though it is weird that he's obsessed the way he is about you, he's right. And I can see why, because you consistently give these guys content all the time. So, you know what I mean? Like, a good example is I have my haters, and my haters will anything. They're blaming me for everything. Buying views, buying bots. One guy's telling me that I'm buying views and subs. The other guy's telling me I can't get any views and subs. I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? Like, they can't keep their shit straight. So I don't care. I let them bark at the mouth. That's all they're good for. That's all they're good for. Every day I wake up in a beautiful home with a beautiful girlfriend and a beautiful life. Okay. And I go to work and I earn money and I come home tired and I eat dinner and I go to work and do it again. And then there's people like Dagburn that refuses to grow the fuck up at 40 years old. Still doesn't have a job, still blames everybody else for losing their jobs. What's funny is I work for like a big global corporation, we'll say. And I've had my haters try to get my job taken from me, and all it did was turn into my job protecting me. Dagburn, if you were really being harassed the way you claim you were being harassed and jobs were being, then they would have protected you, not just said, no, it's not worth the headache for some phone calls that they can block the number of. You feel me? You quit jobs. You're lazy. You don't like it. You're fat. You got real fat. You got real lazy. And you got real used to living off of your girlfriend or your wife. I'm not sure why. Maybe because you guys have been through hell and back, and that's your guys' excuse. Okay, we were heroin addicts together. We were homeless together. Yeah, that's true, Dagburn. You were. You were those things. And you were those things because you suck at life. Never in my 40 years of life this year, I'm turning 40. Even though I have been homeless in real life, even though I did go through some stuff, not heroin addiction, because I didn't hate life that much. I didn't do those things. Even though I didn't have any parents, even though I didn't have any direction, I still never end up doing meth or heroin or oxycontin or any of those things. Back in my 20s, I did cocaine. You know what I mean? Normal stuff that people 80s drugs, I guess, whatever. Okay. But I'm about to be 40. And then this all started. The reason why I even feel like this is because for weeks I've been seeing you go live and cry about people and kiss ass and try to get other people to like you and not like you and be like, why are they picking on me? And then you talk shit. Durka, 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 durka. What do you mean, man? Durka, durka, durka. Why are you always picking on me, man? The shit they put my family through, man. Not realizing that you put your family through the shit. You, not them. You. You give them the reason to say what they say, not them. My haters run at the mouth and I just ignore it. And they just keep going and I just ignore it. You know why? Because they're not worth my time anymore, Dagburn. But you, for some reason, can't get that through your damn head. You can't just grow the fuck up. I mean, dude, you had your wife working a good job being an STNA. Now she works at a freaking gas station. You have your wife working at a gas station. Yeah, yeah. What is that? When you're supposed to be the man of the house and you said that there's no jobs, then you can drive your fat ass to McDonald's 15 times a week. Why don't you take your 10 minutes down the road and find a job in the town next to you? Or maybe go get your GED. I doubt you finished high school. Do something with your life. You're 40 years old plus. You're no different than Rusty Truck. You're no different than any of these guys that you cry about. How are you any different than Wade? Dagburn. Why? Because Wade said gross stuff about you and your wife. You just said gross stuff about my ex-wife. How does that make you any different than Wade? You literally repeated nonsense that you heard from other people. And then it was right after you were crying about people making things up about you to make you look bad. You know why? You got all pissy, and now I'm going to just be on your neck until I feel like I'm not going to do it anymore. Deckburn, you have no clue. You think these guys are bad? You know me. You know how bad it can be. I'm just not going to do as bad as I usually do. I'm not going to, with the mouth and everything, I'm just going to just show you to be an idiot. Every day when I wake up and I go to work and you don't, you're the statistic, not me. You're the liberal, not me. You're the scum, not me. Every single one of you pieces of garbage that run your mouths on the internet about people, when you don't wake up and you don't go to work and then you claim other people need to go to work, you're the piece of shit. 90% of you guys live off the government. And then you claim to be Christian Republican men. You're the farthest thing from, dude. You are the farthest thing from. You're not a man, Dagburn. You are a silly internet kid that cries on the internet all day about people picking on you like you're fucking 15 years old still. Again, I mean, we can go into things. um, Now you know why Gotcha Man goes after you. You have three people that protect you. You have that Tennessee accountability dude, which I'm completely convinced is either you or your wife. You have Tyrone, and for some reason he fucking still kisses your ass. I'm not sure why, because I don't know. It's weird. Tyrone also can't shut the fuck up about AD all the time. He's always crying about AD. It's annoying. That's why I remove your comments and stuff like that from my chat, because I could be talking about watermelon and you're coming in like, did you see I made AD quit his stream? Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. You guys are all the same. Every single one of you guys. I haven't talked a word about anything country rap because it's gay. It's over. It's done. It's done. It's done. Okay. Um, and it's been killed because of drama. You guys are like a bunch of women running around on the internet fucking crying about each other. And I guess you could say that about me right now, but Dagburn, somebody has to say it in a real way. Because you're gonna have Gotcha Man make videos about you and make fun of you. You're gonna have other people make fun of you and call you names. I'm not gonna have to do that. I'm gonna call you real names, the things that you really are, like unemployed, fat, retarded. A heroin addict that still takes Suboxone 10 years later. You know you're not supposed to take Suboxone for more than 2 years. You know that, Dagburn. You admitted today that you snorted Suboxones in jail. Who the fuck says that out loud? Who would say that out loud and be like, "Yep, that was a good idea. Yep, sure, totally." I'd also agree with Gotcha Man. I don't believe you were sexually assaulted as a child by your father because the way you talk about it is not the way a victim talks. You almost talk like it's a badge of honor. Y'all can't tell me what happened. You also can't prove that it happened, Dagburn. A lot of the things, if not everything you say, you don't prove at all. At least Gotcha Man pulls up clips of you and shows what you said. How come? How come that happens like that all the time? How come every time you run your cocksucker, you always play the victim, even though you did? It's like somebody breaking into your house and trying to steal your TV, and then when you shoot them in their kneecaps, and they cry that you shot them in the kneecaps because you were just trying to, they were just trying to borrow your TV. Man, you don't know. I was gonna bring it back, man. No, you weren't. Dagmar. Just like you never brought anything into that house. You worked for a total of 2 months last year and acted like you were the big ball and boss. You were like, "Yo, look, I make this much money. I make as much money as you make." I don't understand. Most of us make that much money when you were making that money painting. And then your dumbass couldn't stay off your phone. You couldn't not film anything at work, which is a big no-no. Okay. I got in trouble for that at work. I made a comment. I swore or something wearing my vest. That was the most trouble I got in, by the way. They're like, "Hey, you can't wear your vest and swear on videos." I was like, okay, okay, thanks. And they let me go. So you know what I mean? It's getting to the point now where it's like you don't realize how retarded you look, but you look overly retarded all the time. Every time you go live and your eyes are bloodshot and it looks like someone just smacked you with some Listerine in your face, your eyes are all bloodshot and watery. That ain't just weed, bro. That ain't just weed because I have been smoking weed since I was 15 years old and I smoke medical marijuana, like actual good stuff from the dispensary. And my eyes don't get like that. I don't get glazed out like that. You're definitely on something else. It's very obvious, by the way. Your erratic behavior has been on these live streams. One minute you're all like, next minute you're all like, it don't make no sense, bro. Prove us all wrong. Get a fucking job. Stop talking about these dudes on the internet. You keep crying about these dudes attacking you, dude, but you won't shut the fuck up about them. Shut the fuck up. Gutch Man made this video about me again. Okay. But you watched it and then you promoted it and then you talked about it every time. Why else wouldn't he make a video? Of course he's going to keep making videos about you. Like, what don't you get through your head if you were just to stop responding? Because honestly, dude, they're just words on the internet. I mean, he lives a little closer to you. I mean, the dudes I mess with or mess with me aren't ever going to come to ever. They would never stand in my face and say the things they say because they're coward bitch ass cowards. I would, yeah. And I know this. That's why I just laugh about it. But you made it a point to drive to Gotcha Man's dying father's house. And then you said, I stood in the street. I was standing on a sidewalk. No, you weren't. You were on his porch. We all watched it. Should I knock, y'all? Should I knock? Should I knock? You forgot that? I mean, it's out there. This is what I mean, Dagburn. You dirty delete everything. All that shit you were crying about Hosier. And listen, you insert yourself into shit you're not wanted all the time. What happened to your country rap show, Dagburn? You did 3 episodes and it fell apart, just like your rap career. You made a song with AI and had somebody else rap over it or whatever, and you claimed it was you. That died. Your painting career died. You were making fun of Gotcha Man earlier because you're a racist piece of garbage, and you always have been. And I'm tired of protecting that. You are a racist piece of trash. You've called black people colored people. You attacked Gotcha Man for having a biracial stepdaughter and said, "Oh, he told me that he holds regret." No, he didn't. No human being, no man is going to look at another man knowing that the man records everything, talks about everything, and tells everybody everything, and say something intimate like that about his wife or his girlfriend or whatever she is. No, he didn't. You made it up. Just like the shit you said about my ex-wife. Oh, I heard your ex-wife's pregnant. No, you didn't. You heard that from a hater. Okay, and then you said, "Oh, I heard such and such is the father." Oh, how's that happen when he can't walk and lives 14 hours away from the other person that lives with her parents, by the way. But you said that because you thought you were going to be funny. But Dagburn, that's where you cross the line. That kind of shit. You said that. You didn't have to say it. You bitch and you moan because you're the victim. Well, guess what, victim boy? I'm going to just troll the shit out of you now. I'm just going to use all my powers that I have in the trolling community, and I'm going to troll you. I don't care if Ice Mick likes it, or if Rusty Truck likes it, or if anybody thinks I'm stepping on toes. They can all suck those toes and suck a dick. I don't care. This is between me and you now. I think I would have more fun making fun of you and pointing out all your hypocrisies 24/7 than even letting the cops throw you in jail for that 6 months, because you would just do 6 months and come out and be gay. Like that's all that would happen. You would come out and be like, listen, y'all, this is my sexuality. And when my dad touched me, I felt something, and it was hard and it was long and it was gay. Because again, we don't believe that actually happened, Dagburn. You've never shown a fucking stitch of proof to anybody for anything you say about anybody. Not even Gotcha Man. But you went to his house. You went to his dying father's house. You said you had permission. I had permission, y'all. Are you sure it was permission? Or are you sure he wasn't just like, yeah, go ahead, Dagburn. Go ahead. Being sarcastic, but because you can't pass an 8th grade math test, you don't understand the difference between 2 and 4. And I know that Gotcha Man completely destroys you all the time. I agree with you in certain points. Gotcha Man does take it too far sometimes. But so do you. That entire live stream tonight, which you will dirty delete because that's what you do. You're a bitch. You're going to dirty delete it, and you're going to cry, and you're going to have the 3 people protect you in the chat and delete everybody's chats and block people because you're a bitch. And then you claim that I openly admit that I block people in my chat. I say, don't talk about women, don't talk about God, don't talk about kids. You do any of those 3 things, I block you. That's my rule. Everybody knows that. But you like, I trust my moderator. You got 97 moderators because you buy people's love. You're just like another person I know who has to give a wrench to everybody so they stick around. It's the only reason they come and watch. Okay. Dagburn, you can pull whatever subscribers or whatever, not subscribers. You haven't pulled any subscribers lately, but you can get 100 people in views on a live stream. But I would hope so with 11,000 subscribers, by the way. You act like you're such like this big ball in YouTuber, bro. I used to be able to pull 100 subscribers or 100 viewers on a live stream with 3,000, when I had 3,800 subscribers on my very first channel that I deleted. And I was getting between 80 and 100 people in my live streams all the time. You have 11,000 and you pull about 100 on average, and you want to act like you're this ball and YouTuber, dude. You're shadow banned and you're an idiot and you don't even realize it. And it's because of the stuff you talk about. It has nothing to do with anything else. People can report you all day. It's not how it works anymore. It's the algorithm. So because you cry and whine about Ryan Upchurch so much, you're going to start getting flagged for it. People flag your content enough, you're going to get shadow banned. And it happens. And you can't be unshadow banned unless you figure out how to talk to Twitter or talk to YouTube on Twitter. And they'll explain to you, why your content was dropped down in the SEO. It's all algorithm now. It's all AI. None of it is the way it used to be 4 years ago, 3 years ago on the internet. Not on YouTube, at least. That's why you don't get shit. And then he was boasting about how he had 8,000 people watching his Mike Tyson live. That was taken down, by the way, multiple times. Why? Because you were watching a fight that was boasted up and built up to be this grandiose fight. And they didn't have to pay for it. So people were actively searching for those streams on YouTube. That's why you kept getting higher numbers that day. That's why I commented and said, stop, dude. It was the Tyson fight. You didn't draw those numbers. Tyson did. But you don't want to actually admit that because you'll never get any kind of views like that ever again. The only time you ever get views like that, that's why you do the vertical things and all that, because you think you're getting more views. You're going to hit the algorithm now. You're not. You're shadow banned. You're literally shadow banned. And I know that because normal videos don't get shit. So, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate. You know what I mean? It really is unfortunate. But Dagburn, you're going to be a bitch. You know what I mean? That's always what it's going to be like. You're always going to be a bitch. Always, always, always. Just like the rest of these dudes are always going to be bitches that cry on the internet and talk shit to people and never back up a damn thing they say. And you have become exactly like the people that you complain about, Dagburn. You are literally just like Triple T. You are literally just like Gotcha Man. You are literally just like AD. You are literally just like everybody you cry and bitch about all the time. Yeah, I try to be this guy's friend, and they made fun of me. You go on every stream that you're invited on knowing that they're going to jump your shit. Come on, dude. Every time you go on a live stream and people fucking destroy you, and you know it's coming. Just like that other one you were on. I don't remember what it was. You just sat there. You didn't say anything. And there was a question in the chat that they posted. Is Dagburn the worst part about country rap? I'm like, what? Yeah. He's no different than Ryan. You and Ryan are exactly alike. You're unhealthily, like, I do believe that you have this unhealthy gay obsession with Ryan. It's the only reason you would be the way you are. I also think that people that have obsessions with me are secretly homosexual, and and I'm not into that. I really think that these guys that talk about me just as much as they talk about you are into weird sexual gay things. And that's why they're all about me, because there'd be no other reason, because all they do is lie and make shit up. But that's what you do, Dagburn. You cry about everybody. You whine, you bitch, and you moan, and you can have a million people talk shit about me and I'll laugh at you. Why? Because it's the fucking internet. I don't live this life anymore. For 2 months straight now, I've been working again, full time, 5 days on, 2 days off, 5 days on, 2 days off, 30, 39, 40, 41 hours a week. Dagburn, you haven't worked a 40-hour week ever. Ever. You've never worked a 40-hour week. 90% of the dudes that act like you on the internet don't have jobs. That $1,421 a month that a certain individual gets isn't anything. Is it anything? But don't spend all that money living in a little kitty garage. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you, dude. You live in Section 8 housing. You've been saying for 3 years, Dagburn, that you were going to move. You said you were saving up money to move. You haven't saved shit. You blew all that money that you saved on chicken Big Macs, and you still live in the fucking trashy fucking Section 8 housing, as you claim that you don't pay any. We don't get no help from it. Good job, dude. Your rent. Remember when you were crying about your rent? What was it? $700. Poor guy. Mine here, ours here, the mortgage here, more than double that. Okay, food for 7 people with no food stamps. We don't get anything. We get nothing. Dagburn, you cry and you lie and you. I know you get shit. I know for a fact you get stuff, but that's fine. Keep pretending that you don't do anything. Keep pretending because it wouldn't be hard to call a local grocery store and convince one of the young kids to watch next time you're in to see if you use a freaking food card because that town hates you. Like, don't you realize that, dude? Your entire town hates you. You put locally hated on your car. Like, how do you point out the gay person in town that no one likes? You look for the locally hated sticker on the back of the car, or you look for a Creek Squad sticker on the back of the car. Either one that says homosexual real big. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. I'm never gonna understand it, dude. But you're never gonna be anything. You're gonna be a bum your entire life living off that woman. And then when she passes away, and because that's what's gonna happen, Dagburn, you're gonna lose everybody. It's gonna take 5 seconds for Melinda to find somebody that has a better job and that tickles her fancy. But you suck her ass and you kiss her ass so much that you're begging for attention. You're not in love, dude. You're not in love. You are in a fucked up relationship. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's the same way that say AD is. AD says he's a good Christian man that tells his kids about Jesus and all this other stuff. But he also believes in aliens and ghosts and all that bullshit because he's a fake Roman Catholic that goes to church maybe once a year. But that's what he does. That's his life. That's his entire life is sitting on the internet and crying about other people. You know what I mean? And then he gets his channels taken, like because it's easy. Because he's a coward and he doesn't want to actually do the editing time or anything, so he just stream snipes people. And you know what? That's fine. He's probably stream sniping me right now. You know why? Because he's a coward. What he does. And that's how you're exactly the same way, Dagburn. You're no different than these dudes that you cry about, bro. I've done moved on from these dudes. They can talk about me all damn day, but every single one of them know. Every single one of them know that I don't care anymore. I'm making money now. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather make money than deal with you guys. But I heard you crying when I was at work. I was closing up and I was getting ready to leave. And I heard you crying on the internet about everybody makes fun of me. Y'all live there. And I try to be a good guy, and I treat you like shit. Well, Dagburn, it's because you treat people like shit for so long that shit rolled downhill, and here you are at the bottom downhill. You know what I mean? Like you're all the shit started to hit you in the face, and instead of being like, "Oh man, this shit sucks. It sucks. It stinks. It isn't poopy," you're like, "Yeah, bring on the poop. It's free, right? I don't gotta pay for it. Yeah, bring on the poop." Some good root beer. But yeah. Anyways, I haven't hit my boy yet. It's pathetic. All you guys are pathetic, to be real. But Dagburn, dude, you're like literally one of the worst ones. 80 is gonna be like that until his wife leaves him. Until his kids are older, she'll leave him once they get old enough. You know what I mean? So she got some years, but she'll end up leaving because she's gonna get tired of the fucking laziness and the Superman mentality that he has. Like, hey, look at me, I'm a great guy. I make more than you a month. Tell me how that works. Oh wait, less than you now. Tell me how that works. But 80 is also the kind of person that said that I was 265 pounds and 5'7", and then I took a picture of me standing on the scale and I weighed a whole 2 pounds heavier than him at the time. I'm down to 216 now. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm an inch shorter than he is. I'm 5'11". He's 6 foot. Well, whatever he claims to be, but an inch, maybe 2. I don't know how tall he is. But yeah, but he's proven wrong. What happened to that post? It's gone. He deleted it. All that. Why? Because every time he does that shit, he gets proven wrong. But you can't prove him wrong. I can because I know he's lying, just like the rest of these guys. You know what I mean? I can prove that they're lying. You can't. You literally can't. Like the things they say about you are absolutely true. Yes, 100%. Like I don't know how else to tell you this, Dagburn. Like you do cause all your own drama. You run off at the fucking cocksucker, and then you cry because people pick on you. If you got bullied on a live stream tonight, then that's the 19th time I've seen you get bullied on a live stream that no one wanted you on. You kiss everybody's ass to try to get a little bit of credit, and then you bitch about those people if they turn on you. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. One minute you're sucking Adam's cock and you're like, yeah, Adam's the best. Next minute you're like, yo, look at my blue jeans hat. My weird butt buddy that was here with an unkept beard bought it for me. I hate Ryan. Ryan put my life through hell. Ryan did this and Ryan did that. And Ryan did this and my family and this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that. But let me listen to his music on my live streams. Let me wear his merch. You're fucking retarded. That's like walking into a place, someone punches you in the face and says, if you come back here, I'm punching you again. And you come back the next day at the same time. And then you get punched and you're like, why'd you hit me? You're literally that guy. Dagburn, go get a job at the dollar store. Go get a job doing anything. Do something with your life. You're a 40-year-old bum, dude. You're a 40-year-old bum. All you bums. I don't give a if you work. I work with somebody right now. It's 70% disabled in the military. Still comes to work every day. Doesn't use the excuse of his PTSD or anything that he can't come to work. Even though there's times where he has to go in the cooler and have a minute because he gets frustrated. You know what I mean? Like, good for him. You know what I mean? I do it too sometimes. I go in the cooler and yell fuck real loud and walk out because people annoy me, like today. But that's life, Dagburn. You can't let people annoy you out of working. What are you going to do if she was to leave you right now? You're so convinced and so comfortable in your life that you think that she wouldn't leave you, bro. Eventually, she's going to have somebody tell her, what are you doing? Why are you with a man that doesn't want to be a man? Dagburn, you're a child. You're an internet kid. You're never going to grow up, ever. You shouldn't have children in your house because you are a child, okay? Like, You're not even a good parent, by the way. You can talk shit about everybody else, but you were letting your 16, 17-year-old stepdaughter vape, smoke nicotine. Because you did it was okay. Because you and your trashy wife did it. That's okay. Come on, man. Really? It's okay? Even though you want better for people, right? I want better for my kids. No, you don't. You don't even talk to your kids. The same shit that they say about me, but I actually talk to mine. Like, I get pictures in the mail and shit from my daughter. She colors me pictures and stuff. I get pictures at least once a week on my phone from my ex-wife, of my daughter at the playground or riding her bike or whatever it may be, because that's what normal people do. And it's always been like that. But weird people, people that spend their entire lives on the internet, well, that's what happens. They become Dagburns. You know what I mean? It's weird because the only one that has any sort of like nice house outside of the people that talk is me and AD. And this house isn't even mine. This is my girlfriend's house, but it's a nice house in a nice area. The house across the street costs $500,000. It just sold for $500,000. Dagburn, you live in Section 8. It's like living in a garage. You know what I mean? Like you literally live in a government housing. And weren't you just bitching about bugs and cockroaches and bed bugs and all kinds of shit last summer? But here we are, a year later almost, and you're still there. And what happened? Your wife lost her job. You said she quit, but she got fired. Your wife lost her job that was making way more money than she makes now at her gas station job. You allow your wife to get all dressed up every day to go smile at dudes that are trying to bang her, probably, as she sells them chew, while you sit at home. She could be banging somebody on her break, dude, and you would never even know because you're too damn stupid to know when things change around you. Dagburn, you're the kind of guy that I can see getting in trouble for hitting on his own stepdaughter. Like, oh, we were always kind of close. That's how you remind me. And I'm not the only one that says that shit, bro. I know you've heard it before. And you were like, that's sick. That's sick. Oh, yeah? Is it sick? Are you sure? Because the shit you've done and said seems a little sick to me. And let's not talk about the homosexual shit that you were blamed of by your ex-wife, since you want to bring up ex-wives. Wasn't it your ex-wife that was on a panel telling everybody that she walked in on you giving head to a guy or having sex with a guy or something? Excuse my language there. That's kind of graphic. But wasn't it you that told us that? Right? Right? Aren't you the one that openly just told everybody that your dad touched you when no one fucking asked you? You're a victim. That's what you do. You are victim mentality. It's always been that way. You're never going to fucking change. You're always going to be this bum that does nothing with your life. Ever. Ever. And by the way, I don't want to break the fucking ice or break your heart, but Melinda's not good looking, but she does have a nice butt. But that's it. That is it. She has no tits. She has no real teeth. Her face looks like a skeleton. She looks like a tan Jack Skellington with hair and boobs. And you're proud of that shit. You're like, yeah, I get to touch that every day. Good. Somebody else doesn't have to. You know what I mean? And then you were talking about the racist stuff, the biracial stuff. And I'm pretty sure then you brought up the fact that your wife used to bang a black guy. Do you have regret over that? Dude, you're a piece of garbage and you deserve everything that's coming at you. Everything. You're never going to change, Dagburn. You're always going to be a crybaby bitch that whines about people talking about you on the internet. Boo-hoo. Oh, did you see the video? No, because I don't care. No one cares, Dagburn. The only reason people care is because you bring it up and then laugh at you. 90% of the people that watch your streams are laughing at you, not with you. The only people laughing with you is Tyrone and Tennessee Accountability. Even M laughs at you. She won't admit it, but she laughs at you. Everybody does, dude. You don't think your own wife has looked at you and go, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? But she knows that she couldn't get anybody else because, I don't know, there's just so many things floating in my head. What's the possibility? Why wouldn't Merle leave? Why wouldn't she find somebody else? Is it because maybe you guys have certain disease that, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, what's the reason? There got to be a real reason that she doesn't want to be with another person. And it's not because she loves you, bro. If she loved you, she would have told you to get a job and shit. She doesn't give a fuck about you. If she cared about you, she would want to see you do better. My girlfriend always wants to see me do better. She asks me how I am. She hugs me randomly, kisses me on my cheek, walks up from behind, kisses me, hugs me, asks me how my day is. How's your day going? You don't get those things. You don't get those things. Even some of the haters may get those things from their girlfriends and pictures of girlfriends they date. But you don't. And you live with the bitch. Why? Because she's so used to you being a lazy piece of shit. She's just accepted it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, Dagburn. There's nothing I'm saying that's untrue. Tell me I'm wrong. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do with your life? You wake up every day. You put your Ryan up church hat on. Remember, you burnt the last one saying, fuck Ryan. And then you had to have your boyfriend buy you a new one. Dagburn, you don't want this with me, bro. You do not want Martin to come back. You don't. You don't. Because I'm not AD. I'm not Ismac. I'm none of these guys. I'm not just going to make these pop shot fucking videos about you and shit. I'm going to dig into your soul and say shit that people think and won't say. Like, real question. How hasn't your wife left you yet? My ex-wife left me over way less. I was just mean and a jerk. You are lazy. Don't do anything. You eat up all the food. You literally have a pot belly. There's videos of you with your stomach and your shirt's all the way the fuck up here like this. You like that? No. Little hairy belly button. But you know what I mean? Like, it's literally, you're like, in every video. You think you're funny. You're not, dude. People laugh at you because you're a funny